Come on.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the only podcast produced by three two-time winners of IMSA's Spirit of the Race Award. This is the Check Engine Podcast. We're hosted at Anchor.fm and we're sent out everywhere that streams excellent podcasts that you want to listen to. My name is Nick. It's good to be back on the mic with my compadres Tristan and Andrew after a week off. What's happening, guys?
I feel cool. I feel cooler already.
He's back. Oh, good.
Yeah.
So how'd it go last week, guys? How do you think it went?
Did you listen to it?
I listened on the flight home.
Then you know.
It could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
I think it was my reaction. No, I actually thought it went not too bad.
Yeah.
Although we're utterly incapable of doing the intro or conclusion without Nick. So,
I actually thought you guys, it was much tighter this past time.
well, yeah, but it's still horrible.
It was it was tighter. There was less of it, is all that really means.
And remember, last time I actually gave up.
Yeah, you did.
He went,
No,
whatever.
we're done. That's it. It's over. So there wasn't any of that. So that's an improvement.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, so a couple of takeaways I've got from listening to that episode. One, I've got three. One, we just talked about the intro, outro got tighter, got a little bit better. Well done. Two, I suppose athletes are immune to it now, or like celebrities, but when you hear someone talking about you and you know it's about you, not just like anybody named Nick, like you guys were talking about me and I was listening to you talk, it felt really fucking weird.
Really?
Yes.
When we were judging you harshly based on your picks?
I did not know.
Or even just talking about cool guy Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you weren't even insulting me.
Giving him compliments.
You were giving me compliments and it just felt weird as shit. Like I didn't know how to handle it.
Why can't we compliment you?
Well, you can. I love it. That's great. Thank you. But
We can't compliment him anymore.
So I think he's ruined that now.
But, but yeah, just processing that, like hearing people talk about you as you listen to it was weird for me. And the last thing is, I think the next time I leave you guys unsupervised, no pace laps. You're just not allowed, because you had a 45-minute pace lap. That was half of the episode.
Yeah, but that was actually meant to be the episode, and we just called it that for reasons.
Yeah.
They can't hear you nod.
That's why I went. Yeah. They have to envision
Audio
it.
medium.
They have to envision it in the pause,
All right.
in retrospect.
Or they could just be envisioning that the microphone doesn't work.
Yeah,
No.
we're still on break at this moment.
Nick's back, but I'm not.
Yeah.
We clearly need to video these because I can't get my full effect in audio only.
Indeed.
That is true.
Actually, before we get into the episode proper, I just need to point this out because I've had it in my notes for a while. On January 24th, Automotive News headlined a steaming pile of opinion.
Ooh.
Ghosn's legacy in U.S. no model for running a business. Yeah, no shit. There's a court case about that right the fuck now.
In fact, is illegal, maybe.
His legacy anywhere is not a model for running a business, you guys.
Man, that guy must have had a quick deadline to hit with an article, huh?
Just maybe that's a hot take. Maybe I'm.
Is it a
I'm
hot
out here.
take?
I don't know. Is it a hot take to say that Ghosn's legacy is not a good model to run a business?
No.
No.
He literally had to flee a country.
Tune in next week for my hot take that green cars are green.
They could be. We'll find
That's not
out.
a hot take. That's just what it is.
That's just a take.
Yeah, that's not even a take. That's a fact.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so now we can go into the regular episode.
Well, what is the topic of tonight's regular episode, Andrew?
Well, I mean, we just had the Super Bowl, and originally my thought was what?
Are we allowed to say that?
No, I have to bleep that out.
We have to bleep that out.
Super Bowl.
The big stop it making work for me. This has to go out tonight.
It doesn't have to go. Okay, can we talk about that?
We can
first?
just move the B. It's superb owl.
Honda did that. Okay, you stop it. First things first.
Stop it.
Why the fuck is this a thing? Like, why is there this? I don't know what it is. Like embargo on the words bowl and super when you put them together in a certain order. Why?
Because the NFL has a trademark.
Trademark.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter when you're just talking about it.
Without microphones on, no. With microphones being broadcast somewhere, yes, it does.
Why?
Because they have the rights to it, and if you use it without their permission, they could sue the shit out of you.
Kleenex, Windex, all of those things are trademarks.
Yes, but they're not going to be the draw that talking about the big game is.
More people use Kleenex and watch the fucking Super Bowl.
Yes, I know. However, the thing is, you're using it, especially now that, thank you, listeners, we are monetized to make money. So,
Fuck. Okay. All right, fine.
so I got to go back and clean up all of that. Thanks. Just kept saying it. Why wouldn't he stop saying it?
I only said it 2 times.
It was like 5.
I only said it 2 times. You will see when you go back. Future Tristan, fuck you. And you can decide whether you want to take that out.
Nick,
too.
he's mean. When you're back, he's mean.
Because there's
There's a buffer.
yeah, no, there's a solid base.
It's not a buffer. He's just yelling at me.
There's a solid base upon which I can reference my dickery.
Hickory dickory dock. All right, let's move on.
So anyway, there was a really big football game that was played last night, and one of the many things it's known for, besides the halftime show, is its commercials.
Yes, and in fact, it was a thing to promote, or I guess write articles about the car commercials that aired during this game last night. Like, it was like really weirdly meta and super emblematic of, current year. Also, listeners, if it sounds like I'm talking weird, in my head, I'm talking insanely weird. I got braces today and I cannot handle it. My brain is freaking out.
Well, everybody else can handle it just fine because you don't sound any different.
All right, well,
Nope.
cool. Anyways.
Whoever did that work did a good job. You don't sound different.
Well, thank you. Yeah, anyway, so there was this weird meta thing. And of course, because current year and because social media, all of these brands were like pushing for the top spot, I guess. So we have a little social media analysis. And one of the things in that social media analysis that Honda did was the superb owl.
Yep.
Because Honda didn't have a...
Right.
Well, I guess they did. They had a super... Fuck. They had a football ad.
Football ad.
I hate it. I hate it. They had an ad, but it wasn't like a campaign or anything. So they did their campaign on social media, primarily Twitter, with videos of owls and like made really shitty trash boomer memes of like looping owl gifs. It was horrible. I hated it. But
I didn't see any of that.
yeah, good. Don't.
Don't put it in your eyes.
Yeah, please.
So we're just going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly of these ads. Like what's the
The good, the
format?
bad, the ugly of the ads, the cars in them, etc.
All right.
Yeah, and we have a little bit of news too.
I was going to say let's jump into pace laps now that you two are supervised.
Want to talk about Ferrari?
Yeah. Tristan, let's talk about Ferrari.
You're gonna love this.
Talk about the Ferrari, the one.
No. Listen,
The one company, yes.
Tristan, you are going to love this.
Yeah,
This-
I know what they're doing.
I'm just saying, this goes to show that Ferrari is an eminently reasonable, very merciful, and responsible company that does not do anything insane in their off time and can definitely be trusted. All right, here's what's happening.
He's lying. So
Guys, we talked about on the show, 6 months ago, 9 months ago, whatever, that Ferrari was going to release an SUV,
Yep.
and they're going to call it the Puro Sangue, the pure blood.
which is, yeah.
I said it was a little problematic, borderline problematic. And I stand by that. However, Ferrari can't currently or does not want to currently name their SUV that because there is a charity in Italy called Puro Sangue, which means pure blood, again, and it's an anti-doping charity.
Well,
So wait, in case that hasn't all percolated through, Ferrari announced this. They announced it first in 2018, if you can believe that. But this charity has been around since 2013, which notably was just months before 2018.
yeah, like a full lots.
Like, yeah.
Like 72 months.
So responsibly enough, Ferrari, seeing this and presumably becoming enraged, has sued this company, this charity, for use of the name. And their grounds for suing to get the name is that this company doesn't use, they don't meet the minimum standard of use to keep it. But they partner with Adidas, who you might have heard of from every fucking thing. So
Honestly, I've never heard the name of that charity until tonight.
Of course not. And why would you? You know,
It's probably an Italian charity.
yeah, it is an Italian charity.
It's an Italian charity.
And it's an Italian anti-doping charity. So they focus on events in the country, and presumably
sure.
they do testing and sort of this stuff. But what are you doing, Ferrari? What are you thinking?
I don't know what the Italian law is for minimum use.
Nor do I. And it would be, well, an EU law, I would think,
yeah,
probably.
EU.
Probably.
But yeah, you should have had two names ready, I guess.
Yep.
This is what we're learning.
One is none.
Basically, I don't know why they're doing this.
I bet you they can figure out a number to throw on this thing, to throw on the
think?
SUV.
They probably could. And, well, okay. So it's an SUV. That means it's got 4 doors. So, so maybe like a 4.
4.
And it might have like 500 horsepower. So it'd be like a 4.5.
And then how many cylinders?
Better not be 8.
It might be 8.
Because we've already got that one.
Shit. Okay.
Is it all-wheel drive?
It is?
4.54.
That might be one, though. That could be
but
one.
do you know it is?
Yes.
My point exactly, repeatedly, over and over and over again, forever.
Tristan, you're just okay.
I'm just okay. Yeah, I'm just okay. I'm not all that great.
Why don't you like the stuff that we like?
I don't know.
It would make for a relatively boring podcast if we all agreed on everything, though.
I guess. Just one last thing. So, Ferrari does have a history of doing this. They've sued people who...
Surprise no one.
They've sued people,
Right.
like, for their names?
Well, they sued at least one guy who had his Ferrari on Instagram and was like, I don't know the whole story, but I think he was, engaging in activities that were not conducive to the brand's image. And they also sued Deadmau5 because he wrapped his 458 and called it the Ferrari. And they said that is a misuse of our name, and they actually sued him.
But he paid for the car.
Oh, yeah, it was his car.
So it's 100% his car.
Yep.
He didn't steal the car.
Nope.
He didn't borrow the car.
But here's how they got him. He was trying to sell it.
Oh, those sneaky
It all
little
comes back down to, are you trying to make money off of it?
He was trying to sell it, and he called it in the listing or posting the Ferrari.
Like purr like a cat?
It was a
P-U-R-R?
Nyan cat wrapped Ferrari.
Yes.
Unbelievable. This is a level of petty.
Ferrari
not
gets
seen.
butthurt really easily, don't they?
I think it's pettiness. I
Yeah.
really don't know if it's purely down to butthurt. I think that they're just super Italian.
So emotional?
Yeah.
Over emotional?
What?
It's fine. He's Italian.
Yeah. I didn't say that. Whatever. Fight me. You won't.
Yeah, just calm down, Ferrari. Seriously.
Definitely.
And do your research before you name something.
I know.
Literally, go on Google and put the words in. and see if there's an organization.
They didn't do that.
Done.
They didn't use Google.
Google.it, right? Like is the Italian.
I believe you are correct. Yeah. Nice poll.
From deep. Just go on there and see. That's what I would, if I were the judge, that's what I would say. Did you Google it?
They're gonna win this, right? They're gonna win this lawsuit, aren't they?
I hope they don't.
I hope they don't too, but they're going to. I don't know if you know this. Historically, Italy has a problem with corruption.
And they really like Ferrari.
They really like Ferrari. They're gonna win. Whatever.
that sucks.
Unrelated to Ferrari news, just a small anecdote. So about a week or two ago, whenever it was, we had that snow on like a Thursday. I had to drive myself all across the lower part of the state. I drove to Madison and back, into Milwaukee and back, and it's just a whole shit show. When I was going to Madison, I was driving behind a Kia Stinger in blue, the GT.
Okay.
And I got like, it was just one of those things, you kept like kind of bumping into each other as you're driving down the road. And I realized, I think that I really love that car. And I think that I'd always kind of liked it, but I thought it was doofy. Because the front, yeah,
doofy.
The front's a little doofy, don't you think? Like it's not sleek, but it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look good. It's just kind of like this in between. But seeing that car, and this is a weird thing that is very rare among especially modern cars, but like seeing it like road salt, right? There's probably some guy who goes back and forth to Madison every freaking day. It looks so good, just like driving there with all the crap and just in the weather. And I was like, you know what? That's a really cool car. And I think I just suddenly went from liking it, but liking the G70 more, to kind of seeing the appeal of the Stinger over the G70.
I remember when we first saw that at the auto show in Chicago on the turntable. And
I was enthused.
Striking.
Yeah,
Very
it's
striking.
Very striking. And then personally, I thought that didn't translate very well to actually driving on your everyday roadways.
I think that was my initial feeling too. Like it kind of faded or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, if there's a certain light that you saw it in, more power to you.
I'm definitely fully back on it now. I look forward to seeing.
You know
it
what
again.
else is like that though? You know what else was like that? In my opinion, was Alpha,
the
the SUV.
Quadrifoglio?
Well, that's the
That's
trim.
the fancy one.
Julia.
Nope, that's
That's
the
the
car.
car. Stelvio.
Yes. Stelvio.
Looked just otherworldly on the turntable.
Yes.
And then you see it at the stoplight next to you and you're like, oh, that's it?
But when you see that in real life, it looks like a lease. And you know they are leasing, which is cool. It's just, you know what that is. Like when you see a Quattroporte.
Yep.
You know what's going on.
Totally.
Anyway.
Totally. To stick with the Italian theme here, we're just rolling through all of the Italian manufacturers.
Definitely.
Did you guys see that Lambo is making a special edition of the Urus?
Yes.
Wide body kit and 840 horsepower Urus.
I'm happy.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
It looks so nice.
I mean, one of my votes for Future Classic. I really think that they're gunning for it.
Yeah, they
Maybe that's the one.
Maybe it is.
because that's that special edition you were talking about,
Yeah.
scarcity and
Yep.
all that kind of thing. Yep. See, I listened to the episode.
I did see a first gen Ranger Raptor on the way home today. Or not Ranger Raptor, F-150 Raptor.
Oh, yeah.
Shocking. Should we get into it?
Let's do this. It's big football game car commercial time. I'm going to say that as much as possible just to make...
Big football game car commercial time.
Just because I know it disappoints you, Andrew.
It really does. It makes me very mad. Yeah. So I guess there's no better way to do it than chronologically. So the first quote unquote car commercial. What?
Keep going. Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm with you.
Well, the first one we saw was for I didn't write the name down. I just put F9. Fast and Furious 9.
Yes.
I didn't know that was included.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of have to. They had a Supra in the trailer.
Yeah, it's the.
I don't care.
Now it's called the Fast Saga.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't care.
You guys, Paul Walker died.
Yep.
That's it.
The Rock doesn't even want to do it anymore, and he's in everything.
He's in so much everything.
But
They pulled in Cena
John
instead.
Cena's in this one.
How do you
Got
know
a
you can't
different
see him?
wrestler. They told me. I didn't see him.
You're right. I didn't.
I didn't see him.
Genuinely didn't see him.
But I saw his name in the trailer.
His time is now. Okay. I feel I have no emotional reaction, no feelings about this trailer at all.
I don't care. I just don't care about the Fast series
I don't
anymore.
even have that.
I just don't.
Tristan?
Nope.
He yawned. He actually yawned.
Yeah, I did.
That's how bad that was. All right, number 2.
Moving on.
And this one I saw, well, there were 2 of the initial one, and there was a third, like, quote-unquote real-time one, the Daytona 500 commercials. They had a fleet of them.
Well, yeah, just because of Fox.
A bevy.
Right.
Because Fox shows them both.
Yeah, the first one was sort of like, like a legacy type commercial. It had, like, the black and white photos kind of scrolling through.
Black and white photos. They had the. They always have the fight scene from like the first nationally televised.
Is that what that is?
It was the first nationally televised like live NASCAR race, and it was the one where they got in a fight on the backstretch and the crash, and then just like, yeah, we know.
See, I didn't know, but now I do know, and I'm sick of it.
Some people know.
That's kind of really.
Yeah.
So that didn't move the needle for me at all. Seeing that commercial twice, however,
And I think I've seen a variation of that on other football days.
every
So it
year,
was not unique.
I'm sure.
Even that very commercial this year. So
Yeah, it wasn't
possibly.
it wasn't a special commercial for the Super Bowl.
Oh, stop it!
Dang it, for the big game.
I'm so happy every time it slips. It makes me very happy. We should timestamp this is what we should do. I'm serious, so you don't have to search through.
Oh, I'll find him.
I'll find them.
It wasn't special for this particular event. It's been used before.
So anyways, the next one, they had the field graphics guys working septuple overtime at this game.
Yep.
For like the 100th anniversary shit.
Yeah.
And then they did the one where they like raced in, the cars raced
Cars
into the
came out of the tunnel. Yeah.
That was cool.
That was clever.
I liked it.
I did. I really did. Something different.
And then I remember that's NASCAR, and I don't want to put that in my eyes.
I mean, I'm going to be going in a couple weeks, so.
Why can't I just watch it and enjoy it for what it is?
Because you never watch anything and enjoy it for what it is.
That is so untrue. That's
Or-
categorically untrue.
Or perhaps you watch it for what it is and you don't like what it is.
I think
That's a very simple answer.
I think that might actually be it. I think I don't like what it is.
Here's me looking at this
we-
raw onion, and I know it's a raw onion, and I'm not going to eat it because I don't like raw onions. It's not that hard.
Well, I mean, we went, was it 2 years ago now? Or last year we went to the race at the NASCAR race at Road America.
race, though.
It was a road race.
Yeah, I wasn't.
And that was, I mean, you thought it was okay.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That day, I was mostly just mortified at how easy it is to get in the NASCAR Hall of Fame.
That was
Listen, you get 4 or 5
announced
race wins.
they inducted their new class this past weekend.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that next week.
Okay.
Bet. All right. Next one was the Porsche Museum heist commercial.
I thought it was kind of clever. I mean, not maybe clever. There's been heist commercials before. Wasn't bad.
My issue with it is twofold, but focusing on the same point. Number one, I don't like how aggressively they advertised their commercial before the actual game. No, I'm not watching your commercial before it's actually on. I'm just not. I'm not going to your YouTube page.
Yeah.
Second, don't show me an ad that you have a fucking longer director's cut of. Don't do it. I don't care. If your original version, if the ad that I see on TV wasn't actually cut that way and there's like a 5-minute one, fuck you. Think of a second commercial. Don't do that.
That's a live action short. Release it as such.
Exactly.
And give me a commercial.
Right.
The BMW films thing always comes to my mind.
Yes.
No one's ever replicated that, and I don't know why, because it was genius and it worked. And weirdly, because they brought in so many directors, they made almost iconic car chase shots for an ad campaign.
Yeah.
It's been years. Just do that again. And then for Porsche to hide the Easter egg of the unreleased 911 GT8 super special some shit. I don't know. What was it?
I thought it was a GT2 RS, right?
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that car. But no. I'm not scrolling through background footage to be like, oh, is that it? Was yellow? Whoa. Oh, it was sick, bro. No, I'm not the one.
I don't know. I thought it was
Maybe
okay.
it's not for you.
I don't think that it is. No, it's not for me.
I thought it was okay. They brought the lineage in there. They had a couple of the security employees jumping into old Le Mans racers.
A tractor.
The tractor was cool.
Yeah,
I did laugh at the tractor.
little bit of comedic relief there with the guy on the tractor, and it's lineage, it's breadth of line, and then they're all chasing what is the new thing, which is the Taycan, which is they're all electric. So that was fine. There was nothing really that punchy about it, but it wasn't bad.
I'll go a step farther. That felt like an Audi commercial. Front to back presentation, storyline, that to me felt like an Audi commercial.
Yeah, I would say Porsche commercials in general often have not had storylines.
Exactly.
So here's our car we made. Enjoy it. Done.
Yeah.
So
How very German of them.
yes,
They
which
just
is
borrowed the
surprising.
same ad company, I'm sure.
Well, they're owned by the same company, so sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. After that, I'm skipping that. We're gonna circle back around. After that was the Genesis GV70 Odyssey. I was not with them for the whole thing.
Yeah, it was an interesting play on what we like to talk about Genesis, where it's kind of that luxury without being classic luxury. And it was a clever take. It was two people that I find entertaining in general, especially when they interact with each other.
Gotcha.
And it was Chrissy Teigen and John Legend.
Yeah, just in case you didn't see it.
And just down to they're just kind of sniping at each other the whole time. It was funny. It's where is he? He shows up late, and then the big reveal of the car. And yeah, I think it was it certainly made a statement about what they're trying to do with Genesis, which was nice, and it was funny. A lot of luxury car brands don't do funny.
Yeah.
Which is in and of itself another statement.
True.
So it was nice. I thought it was a good commercial.
Car looked great.
Yeah.
That was just my one takeaway was, man, did that truck or SUV look just phenomenal.
But
really they showed too little of it.
They did.
They showed too little of it.
And
that's what I didn't like.
I guess that's part of the process, right? When you do a balls to the wall celebrity couple commercial, it has to be 85 to 90% them.
Especially when you're talking about the qualities of the vehicle in that oblique fashion.
Yes.
It's not stuffy, it's this, blah, blah, blah. I don't like parties like this, and then ding, at the end, here's the thing. Yeah. So,
yeah.
It worked. It worked. I enjoyed it.
All right.
Meh.
Yeah, meh.
Hummer's back.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. What? You're looking at me.
I don't know. Kia Seltos. That was a long commercial. Inspiring story kind of thing.
Oh, it was that one.
Yeah, I just wish they would have gotten to the car, because I feel like it's not that the message of the commercial and the story of the commercial is important, right? Is not important, right? But with a new car announcement, significantly cheapens it, right? Because it's the draw in. And by the way, the amount of emotional tearjerker commercials at Super Bowl, unacceptable.
Way
Crazy.
too many.
Way.
Go to hell with that. Google,
too many.
what are you doing? Don't fucking give me the Notebook, you asshole. Nicholas Sparks ass ad. But yeah, don't like draw the commercial out to reveal the new product when it's so obvious that's what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Which is the difference between the two.
Yeah.
Between the Genesis commercial and the Seltos commercial.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, it's kind of this oblique, what are they talking about, where he's riding along in the new car the whole time, and it's like, but what is that? Get to the point. And then,
I honestly didn't know until, like, Chrissy Teigen was pointing at the door waiting for the reveal. I'm like, oh, this is a car commercial, isn't it?
Yes. Agreed.
Yes,
Agreed.
exactly. And that's the surprise made it better versus just like, there's a car here, but we're not talking about it. Like,
Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a really good point. I think between the two, I'd much rather have the former, the GV70 style,
Yeah,
than the Seltos.
It's although less funny in my opinion, because that's one of the ones that makes me just die laughing still to this day, where the guy gets his GTI stuck in the tree, and then they're sitting under this tree, looking up, talking about something that managed to get stuck in the tree,
Yeah.
and then this GTI falls out of the tree, and it's like, that's funny, because
Right.
you had no idea they were talking about a car.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It can be done well.
Yeah.
Definitely. I have a Toyota Highlander on here, but I do not remember what it was.
that was Kobe Smolder's Rescue Mom commercial.
Yeah, everybody has room.
Yeah.
There's room for everybody.
That was terrible.
Oh my God, it was terrible.
I really hated that.
Yeah,
I mean, it was probably the most practical message out of any of them.
Look at all these things it can hold, and these things are people.
You know what's funny?
Look at all the people.
I just realized now that I said Honda didn't have they had a commercial. No, I was thinking of the Highlander one. Honda did not have a. They didn't have a.
Hey, well done.
They didn't
Caught
have
yourself.
a commercial.
He's gonna bleep himself now.
that was Toyota. It was trash.
Again, most practical message out of any of the car commercials, but
Yeah.
I think technically the most practical message was the Hummer commercial, because all it was specifications and a grill.
Yeah. True.
But
well, that's the most to the point.
yeah,
That was the most Porsche of the ads.
we made this. Enjoy it or not.
Definitely.
Up to you.
Although what they cited like the 10 trillion pounds-feet of torque or whatever it was.
yeah,
There's a big thing on Twitter about how that's like wheel torque and shouldn't be counted. I don't know. Smarter people than I will say why. I'm just going to say, yeah, no shit, they lie.
it's not measured through the gear reduction or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is measured through the gear reduction and shouldn't be. Whatever.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeep Gladiator. Hated it.
I thought that was the best one.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, that was the best one.
People on Twitter were announcing that Jeep won.
They did.
Okay.
Of the car ones, anyway.
Totally.
Yeah. That was the. I don't follow regular counts at all. So
Totally. Every day is different in a Jeep Gladiator, so you play off Groundhog Day. You use Bill Murray, who is famous for not wanting to do anything, like outside of just his movies and golf tournaments. Like, he doesn't promote anything.
what?
He plays in Pro-Am golf tournaments.
He's like the most active celebrity Instagrammer in the world in other people's Instagrams.
But I think he goes out and does stuff, but he doesn't do like
He doesn't slap his
commercials
name on
and-
Yeah, that's true.
stuff.
Yeah.
So you get someone like that, tie it to his movie where every day was the same, and then you can use that message to say every day is not the same when you're driving. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was great.
Yeah, you two can hold a groundhog hostage for no reason in a Baby Bjorn
Come on, you're laughing at that.
because it's a silly image. And,
It is.
and also the real reason I'm laughing is the increasing likelihood that actual Bill Murray will actually be found like that next week because he's aging so rapidly.
Well, also, he would just do that too.
That's
Yeah, he
true.
would.
You wouldn't know.
No,
That's how you keep him guessing with dementia.
It's a wonder
Do you know
of
if it's
Bill
real or
Murray.
not? Do I know who I am?
maybe.
I actually heard this on the radio today.
what?
A little side note. I thought it's a brilliant idea. Movie studio should announce that, they're doing remakes all the time now, right? They should announce a remake of Groundhog Day and then just release the same movie.
Yeah.
For the meme.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. In select theaters, the remake of the comedy classic.
But shoot a trailer as if you did remake
Right.
it, like shot for shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be cool. Audi? What did Audi do?
They tried to make some wild connection between Game of Thrones, Frozen, and an electric vehicle.
Yeah, it was Maisie Williams.
Yeah.
The comment I made in real time.
Very harsh comment, but not out of character.
I mean, maybe it's a little harsh. You can tell me if it's too harsh, Nick. Maisie Williams does not look good in any haircut. Was my comment.
That is true. I wouldn't call that harsh at all.
See, Tristan?
You can be real and still be harsh.
I mean, yeah, it's hurtful, but it's cool. She has more money than I'll ever have.
Yeah.
She's not be mad about that, Maisie.
And more eyebrow than you will ever have.
I am actually hurt about that because I have a goodly amount of eyebrows.
Goodly amount of eyebrows.
So do I.
better.
So do I.
But
Mine are delicate.
hers are better. It is true.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was just to advertise like the e-tron
The
SUV,
e-tron,
right?
I didn't get it,
Yeah, I didn't.
which is atypical for me for Audi commercials.
Well, it's a rare miss, I think, from them.
yeah.
Totally.
Because
Totally.
they didn't do anything, and that is something they're usually very good at. Whether or not you like the commercial, it always does a thing.
Maybe they're playing the long game.
And
They're selling the e-tron and the electric car future to current fans of Frozen who are 12.
Jesus.
And then where does the Game of Thrones come in?
It doesn't matter.
Game of Thrones game. That
It was
actually
just
makes
to
a
make-
little
it
bit
was
of sense.
Just to make the adults not turn it off.
That makes a little bit of sense. I'm not going to lie. I support that.
I want the car with the Frozen song in it is what they're going to start saying now.
Yeah, fuck it. I stand with him. Yeah,
Maybe they'll bother their parents into buying one.
I believe it.
Or is it the first of a series of commercials?
Also, yes.
All Disney music.
All Disney.
Aladdin.
Yeah, all the
A Whole New World.
Into the unknown.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'll start my own Disney podcast. It's
Please.
fine.
Do that somewhere else. All right, guys. We have to talk about it.
It's here.
The moment no one has been waiting
Later
for.
is now, Charlie Day.
Here's something. Should I start with the conspiracy? Or should I start with the commercial first? Because we got to talk about the Hyundai commercial, which I abhorred and thought was terrible and stupid. But
I thought it was the second best one after the Jeep one.
Do you want the conspiracy or you want the commercial talk first?
I want to open with the conspiracy because I'm
yeah.
dying of curiosity.
All right. So the conspiracy is this, and I saw it. I don't know who started it. Maybe it was Alex Nunez. I don't remember. But on car Twitter, the theory was put forward that Hyundai filmed this commercial and made this ad campaign. They pushed this super hard, triple, quadruple, extra hard on Twitter to be like, the most trending commercial with the hashtag SmatPack bullshit. But the theory was this. They made this commercial believing that the Patriots would be in or win the Super Bowl. And that would have drastically changed the reception of the commercial.
Because there'd been more Boston, receptive
Exactly.
Boston, New England fans
Yes.
who talk like that.
That's the conspiracy.
You know what? I'm on board with that one.
Yeah, I'll run with it.
It's a fair bet. I mean,
a
if
fair
you're
bet.
going to place a Super Bowl bet, right?
The Patriots get in?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's the bet you make.
Did you just say the name of the game again, Tristan?
What?
He might have just said the name of the
Oh,
game
I'm-
again.
God.
Warning.
Damn it.
I told you should be timestamping this. You're going to text me mad that we didn't timestamp it later, but
I'm just going to let it go through, and when we owe the money, it's on you guys because I haven't said it once.
I disagree.
Go ahead.
I disagree. NFL, I guess, come take our money if you got it, baby. Roger, come see me.
Raj.
Raj. Would you shake Roger Goodell's hand if you met him?
No.
Nope.
No?
No.
When he comes to take our podcast money, you're not going to shake his hand?
No.
Will they send the Hall of Fame guy who does the announcements?
Oh, I
that
would
would be-
shake his hand.
Yeah, totally. He seems like a nice guy.
I would
happily
hug
give
him.
him my money.
Yeah, totally.
Roger, if you want our money, send him, not you.
That's my second dream job now. Okay, so host of The Bachelor is number one, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
But Hall of Fame
Announcer.
presenter man. Not presenter man. I guess, but he's not
the
really
president.
announced it.
He's the president of the Hall of
Okay,
Fame.
that's what I want to be.
So he
That's
has he has daily duties outside of this. But,
That's
He's a docent.
irrelevant.
Stop it. He's a docent.
but on what you see on the surface is he just gets to deliver the best news to people,
He
and
was
that is
very
his job.
kindly.
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
super impressed. And
Especially-
very composed on TV. Weirdly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was the most together on that whole set when they did the Jimmy Johnson announcement.
Everybody lost it.
Yeah.
Except for him.
Yeah. Stone face but kindly.
Yes. Yes.
Anyways, he's a cool guy. What the fuck are we talking about? Oh, the stupid Hyundai ad. Why is that your number 2, Nick?
Because I thought, so every actor or actress in it was from Boston, like originally. Mm-hmm. So they knew all of the linguistic tics and all those types of things. It advertised something that it's probably not going to turn out to be exactly as they advertised it.
Right.
But there was a wow factor in it. Like when you saw John Krasinski get out of the car and just hit the button and the thing just drove itself into a stall, that kind of like, whoa, that made you do a double take.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I think the whole thing was clever. Everybody from Boston, smart park, they're going to say it that way. It sticks with you.
I guess.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful looking car.
And the car itself is great too.
Yes.
We didn't even get to that.
We do need to take into account, Mr. Marketing here.
True.
There might be, we might need to look beyond what we see.
Look into the meaning of the ad.
It's honest to God, it's a curse now. I can't just watch an ad.
Neither can Andrew, and he doesn't even do that.
Exactly.
I can. I liked that at the end they said Beta drives us.
Yeah,
Okay, yes. I liked that part of
Because
it.
I'm a simple man.
I like that part of it. I will say
hashtag
that.
Beta drives us.
Yeah.
I did, yeah, but it was a bunch of hashtag campaign whoring on social media, which I think magnified the worstness of it to me. Also, I don't like when companies try so hard to be the Budweiser frog. That's not coming back. Nothing will have that impact again because nothing can have that impact again. That was the first time, and that's it.
No,
you don't get another one.
Budweiser Frog and What's Up, you don't get to do those again.
Nope, it won't happen. However, that said, one thing I definitely did not enjoy, and I hope we're doomed to see it forever, just like we're doomed to see people attempting to do the slogan thing. We're doomed to see these combo ads for the rest of the time.
Yes.
Fuck you, Tide.
That was Tide the first time, right? Yeah.
And
Yep.
the second, and this time too. But they started it with everything being a Tide ad. Strap in, folks.
I thought it was clever.
It was great year one, but we're in year
undeniably
2. Yeah.
I like the Tide ads, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about car ads.
And that was the last one.
And I was actually surprised at how little, like the little amount of car ads there were. I thought there was going to be more.
Especially because of the build up and all these people talking about, there's so many car ads, tons of metal's going to get moved. Yeah, I don't think
Nothing for GM, nothing for Ford.
Well, Hummer.
Yep.
Like I said, nothing for GM, nothing for Ford.
Well, harsh.
Ford doesn't have the money to run a Super Bowl ad. Are you kidding me?
Well, they wouldn't make car commercials anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, wasn't there some F-150 thing like a standard issue Fox?
Yeah, there was like a local
like the local ad stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was. It was a local ad.
I think it was like local
Your
dealership.
Southeastern
wasn't it?
Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Yep, doesn't count.
Well, get out of here.
That's right. That's why we didn't write that one down.
Yeah.
So which one was your favorite? If you have to pick one.
I'll pull this back up. I mean, I guess Porsche Museum. If I have to pick one, I really didn't like any of them. I wasn't entertained or impressed necessarily by any of them.
That was my number 3 behind the Jeep and Hyundai.
Tristan?
I liked the Jeep, the Genesis, and then the Hyundai commercial.
Yeah. How much time we're at?
45 minutes.
Cool. One thing that I was horrified to learn.
Is that Jason Momoa looks like?
Garbage Man? Is that Jason Momoa? No, I was not horrified to learn that. I already knew that he looked like a garbage man. But I learned today, in fact, that Super Bowl MVPs don't win cars anymore. Did anybody else know that?
You just said it again.
What? Oh. Whatever. It's on this website printed out.
Yeah.
Look.
Yep.
It's not illegal.
I'm just going by radio ads.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, The MVP of. I don't know if they still win cars in other sports. I think they do.
I thought they won the last couple times. They won a truck or an SUV.
Apparently, it hasn't happened for a couple of years. Which is weird. But do you want to hear what they used to be able to win?
What did they used to be able to win?
Andrew, tell them what they could win.
Before
2009.
A new car.
This was really cool, and I've never seen this. I don't think any other sport has ever had it happen. You used to be able to pick what you wanted from Cadillac.
Up to a certain price?
No, they gave you a choice of models, and you could pick your trim. So back in, what do we got here? Like 04 to 05. So at least for those 2 years, Super Bowl.
Nope. There it is again.
Whatever. I'm over it now.
Whatever.
We're going to do what we're going to do and whatever.
I'm just seeing 40, 41, 42. Anyways, you could pick your car for quite some time. Your choices were Escalade, STS, CTS, XLR, SRX. You could pick the car you wanted, which is dope, and someone actually picked the XLR. Dion Branch, when he won the MVP, picked a red convertible XLR.
Nice.
That's cool. Everyone else picked an Escalade. Every single other person.
Which would you choose?
I was going to say, if you won the Super Bowl MVP and Cadillac, would you pick any of them?
So this was before, the CTS-V.
Damn it. That was going to be my pick.
I think. I don't know those numbers. Like, either way, you might have been able to sneak in like the early body style CTS-V, which I think would have been the choice. Otherwise, Secret Corvette, XLR, could do worse. Not too bad.
Okay. Tristan?
Yeah, I was like, if I get to pick my trim level, does V count as a trim level? Because that would be it if it was available. But no, I think he made a good choice with the red convertible XLR, especially because like I'm not buying this, I'm winning it as a prize.
Yeah.
So it's like I want to show this off. Red and a convertible, yes please.
Definitely. So in 2011, Aaron Rodgers got a Camaro. Let's see. Eli Manning in 12 got a Corvette Grand Sport.
Okay.
Joe Flacco got a Corvette. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, yep. Brady, whatever year that was.
Pick one.
Yeah. That was the Malcolm Butler year. Won the...
Seattle Super Bowl.
Yep. Won the
damn it.
Colorado.
Colorado?
Yeah, he won a Colorado. That was the first
Did he get
year
to
that
pick
truck
it,
came
or
out.
did he win it?
Nope, you win that. He gave it to Malcolm Butler,
That's right.
who should have been the MVP, obviously.
Yep.
But other than that, it's basically all Escalades.
So what did they get this year?
Nothing. There's no car. You go to Disney World,
Yes.
literally.
When you say I'm going to Disney World, that's not a joke. You're going.
No, I know.
there the next
They've been
day.
doing that forever.
What car should they have? What car should Mahomes have won?
Ooh.
Let's pick that. So, I mean, an American car, obviously.
I would have to say Mustang, like a Shelby.
I was thinking that, but is that car cool enough?
A Tesla,
No, a real American car.
a Toyota.
Yes.
An NSX.
A Supra!
An NSX.
That's really a German car.
Let's be honest. It should have been the C8, which, by the way, started rolling off the line today. That would have been perfect timing. It should have been a
Congratulations,
C8.
you won. Here's your first one. Done.
Come on. They should have done that.
They auctioned the first one
I was
off.
going to say, it could have been number 2
I was
or
going to say
5.
they auctioned the first one off.
What's his number?
15.
That one.
Should have been
The 15th off the line.
That would have been really cool, actually, if they'd just gone down the, we have
Whoever-
one reserved.
Yeah,
Boom, 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 boom.
whoever wins MVP. Yeah, you're off the line this year. Yeah.
Chevy, you fucked up. Because it only
messed up.
would have been a number. No one wears one. So it would have been a number realistically between 2.
The kickers
and
wear one.
99. No, I think both the kickers are like higher numbers.
I said
Nine.
kickers in general.
No,
Not,
they
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh, that would have been so cool.
You guys come up with such good ideas.
Deep thoughts.
That's a really good one.
That actually is a very cool one.
Cadillac. Not Cadillac. Chevy's fucking up.
General Motors in general.
Yeah. So was it weird to anyone else that LeBron James was advertising the Hummer? Like, if you had to pick someone, he would have been really low on my list, I guess is what I'm saying.
I don't think so. I don't
No?
think it's that weird. No, because when Hummers were all the rage, like, he had tons of them.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. The one that
Like with the 38-inch wheels or
the one
whatever.
the NBA bought for his mom.
Yeah.
But not the NBA, but the NBA.
But the NBA, yeah.
I forgot about that. That's gangster. Okay, never mind.
Now you get it.
My bad.
Yeah.
So awesome.
He's always been synonymous with Hummer.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's my bad, Braun.
So, yeah. Overall, not the greatest commercials, I guess, car or otherwise.
I've thought about it. It wasn't really the greatest game either.
It was better than last year.
Well,
Holy
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Coronavirus is better than last year.
I didn't actually fall asleep this year.
But
Do you know that Kyle, the two biggest comebacks in the history of this game, 28-3,
oh yeah.
and this year 20-10 with 7 minutes left in the game, Kyle Shanahan has been on the losing end of both.
He is a,
We-
he is a choke artist.
We talked about that.
Uh-huh.
I'm starting to dislike him because he blew the big game last year.
Oh, you.
I was trying to say I was trying to think of because
Last year?
That was
no, sorry, 2 years ago.
Yeah,
right?
2 years ago? 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah, because I'm trying to remember who it was. It was because the brain cell died. It's Falcons.
It was 3 years
Right.
ago.
Because it was Eagles after that.
Yep.
Yeah. Because I just couldn't remember the team because I'm tired. It was the Falcons game. He blew that.
He was the
And then-
offensive coordinator
yep.
there, not the head coach, but the OC.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
still
then
his fault.
This game, and he lost me my pool this year.
Oh, yeah.
Starting to not like this man.
Brutal. But, I mean, that's the thing. He lost the two biggest come from behind victories in Super Bowl history? Surely not.
I don't know if this one was the biggest comeback. It was the highest.
28-3 was biggest.
It was, yes, but this one yesterday, I don't think it was the biggest deficit,
Yeah.
but it was the time difference.
The time
It was
difference.
like less than 8 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Like, it was the two highest win probabilities ever.
Oh, gotcha.
It was like
Got flipped.
it was 99.7, and then this one was like 96.9 or something like that, and he lost them both.
both of them by not running the football.
Yep.
Run the ball.
They got to establish their running game.
The same mistake.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it's not like you don't know the Chiefs could do this. They have a sample size. They did it the entire postseason.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
And we're talking about what people win,
Yeah.
right? So Pat Mahomes went to Disney World. Mm-hmm. What did the head coach do instead?
Go to In-N-Out?
He had a big
Basically.
cheeseburger.
Yeah, he's like he told the media, "I'm gonna go get a big cheeseburger. It might be a double."
The biggest cheeseburger I can find. It might be a double or something
Andy
like that.
Reid's the best, man.
Andy Reid, America's Walrus Dad.
I'm going to be so happy. I'm going to be so happy when he goes into the Hall of Fame. He's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
I love Andy Reid. By the
did-
way, Pat Mahomes did not deserve MVP. Damian Williams deserved it.
Yep.
Yep.
1,000%.
Anyway, this isn't a football podcast, so do
You
you want
can't
to
really avoid talking about it.
Yeah.
get out of here?
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right.
My teeth hurt. My teeth really hurt, guys.
I know. I'm not laughing at the fact that they hurt.
It's just the way you said it. That's all.
Yeah, let's get out of here. My teeth hurt.
Oh, man. Well, thanks for sticking with us, folks. We appreciate you listening, but we don't want you just to listen. What did you think of these ads for this game for the Super Bowl? Fuck it, I'll say it.
I said it's too late now.
Yeah, I know. So, which
you-
car
are you
which
gonna
car
edit these
commercials
out?
did you like? Which car commercials didn't you like? Let us know. Get at us. We've got a website, checkenginepodcast.com, which is in the process of being renovated. Andrew, we're close there. We're just about there. We got a little bit yet.
This weekend, we're going to go through the 90% finished version. See what
All
you
right.
guys think. And I mean, after that, we really can. It's just a matter of a little bit of data transfer, and we can put it up immediately.
Beautiful. So it's just about there. Checkenginepodcast.com. There we have an inbox or an email address, inbox@checkenginepodcast.com. We're on all the socials. Facebook is Facebook is Check Engine Podcast. Andrew, Twitter is
At Check Engine Pod.
Tristan, Instagram is.
At Check Engine Pod.
So find us there, reach out, like us, follow us, do all of those things. Another form of interaction, guys, before we forget, this coming weekend, February 8th, Chicago, Illinois, McCormick Place. Check Engine Podcast. Nick, Tristan, Andrew will be at the Chicago Auto Show on February 8th. And then after that in the afternoon, we are going to Motor Row Brewing Company to have a couple of brewskis or drinks and talk about what we saw. We want to talk with you about it. So find us on the show floor. Find us at Motor Row. We're going to be in our CEP gear. You can't miss us. We look forward to seeing you there if you can make it. If you're really into what we're doing, you can help us out. We get to go to these shows. We get to incorporate. We get to update the website. Andrew's designing a studio in his basement for us. Through monetary help. So patreon.com/Check Engine Podcast if you really want to help us out, or there is a support button right there at anchor.fm/Check Engine Podcast. If you don't want to give us any cash, that's fine. We get it. But you can maybe take a couple seconds and put in a good review for us. Give us a good word. Or maybe take a couple seconds, hit that subscribe button. Both of those things would help us out greatly. We appreciate that. Guys, who are we thanking before we get out of here?
I want to thank Nick because his return has showed me that we're really just kind of shit at this on our own.
We need all of us.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank Andrew's teeth
For making that hilarious noise.
Yeah. Yep. And just giving him that little dose of agony that we all get from him every day.
Yeah, one might say dealing with Andrew is kind of like a toothache.
Yeah.
Right in the teeth pain.
Yeah, right in the teeth pain.
I really fucking hate this, by the way. Whatever.
I would like to thank Andrew's orthodontist, because as shitty as he thinks he actually sounds pretty good with that with the brace in. So
Yeah.
the guy did a good job.
He did.
And as always, we'd like to thank you, our listeners, because even if we suck, you guys are always awesome. Because of that, we cannot wait to talk to you again, whether that be on air here or at the Chicago Auto Show. Until then, take care.